plugged in her son's phone.
Her face was his screensaver on the phone, and it was a picture that she had taken of herself.
And she started digging.
I went through his text messages because that was the first thing that I thought. And her name was saved in his phone as Mommy. And it's a bunch of I love yous and what are you wearing?
She shared pictures of much of the concerning conversation between her son and the 24-year-old.
Alright, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video. So look, before I move forward into this video, I just want to start it out with some positivity. And I just want to tell all my supporters out there that I do appreciate y'all. And I'm sending y'all nothing but peace, blessings, and prosperous energy y'all way. And I just hope that everything is going the way that you want it to in your life. And yeah, I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. And when I say that, I'm only talking to my supporters and to those who are reciprocating the same energy back to me. But other than that, let's go ahead and move forward into the situation right here, because I got a crazy situation to talk about today. So basically, long story short, you know, it's sad and unfortunate that this keep on happening, and it's becoming so, you know, common to the point where they're not even charging these people and things like that. You know, they're just letting it go up under the rug or giving them just a little simple slap on the wrist. But basically, long story short, this is a young lady who actually caught her son talking to a teacher. Now, I don't know if it was a daycare teacher or just a regular teacher, but anyway it goes, she caught her son talking to an adult, which is just crazy to me. And I don't understand why these women keep on trying to put their cat on these little boys. This don't make no sense to me. It's a lot of grown men out here, bro. Get your toy or something. Do something else besides trying to do this type of stuff right here. So basically, long story short, the mother found out that her son was talking to this adult because she plugged in his phone to put it on the charger, you know. And ultimately, she ended up seeing the teacher on his screensaver. I guess little cuz was in love. He don't know what the hell love is right now. But, you know, you can't fault a child for being a child. You feel me? But basically, long story short, she seen that this woman was on the phone. So she went through the phone and started reading the text messages and finding out that the young lady was sent. I can't even call her a young lady. This girl was sending pictures to him, telling him that she loved him, and he was telling her he loved her too, and things like that. You know, he don't know no better. And yeah, she ended up reporting her. The school fired the damn teacher, but she hasn't been arrested or anything like that. Now, that's why I said people are getting slaps on the wrist and shit like that, and that's why it keep on happening. And I think that people need to realize that, you know, this stuff is happening consistently. It's becoming so common in the news and stuff like that. People are just overlooking it and not even tripping on it. Now, the mother found out that the little boy had been getting rubbed on by her. She was rubbing on his legs, and everything is allegedly, you know, until everything comes out, like on the legal side and stuff like that. But I'm just saying it to cover myself. But, you know, I believe the mother and what she's saying, and, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, she ended up finding out that he was getting rubbed on by her and all the other type of stuff, and she didn't even go to jail for this. That's crazy to me. So, you know, if it was a man, you know, he'll be up under the jail. But I also got a video that I'm putting in this video right here showing you that a young man, well, I can't call him a man, this little dude got caught messing with a student, and he only got 45 days in jail. You know, I done said enough about all of this stuff right here. We're finna watch the video and get more details, but I do want to know your thoughts and opinions on this. I know a lot of dudes out there don't be minding stuff like this because they be feeling like, you know, it's a boy and stuff like that. But children are children, man. And these children can get manipulated in so many different ways. And they can, and sometimes they can't even take a heartbreak. They might spaz out or take their own self out or try to take the person out. You feel me? They're not mentally capable of understanding certain things. So I feel like that for somebody to play on their emotions and their lack of intelligence and stuff like that due to their age, it's just pitiful to me. Now, I tried to find the mother's page and tried to reach out to her, you know, just sending her some encouraging words and stuff like that. But I see her page is deactivated, so obviously she doesn't want to be bothered right now, which is understandable. You know, it takes time to process stuff like this because, shit, look what happened. But other than that, let's go ahead and move forward into the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and y'all hit the like button for me too as well if y'all rocking with the channel. But let's go.
Yeah, Wendy, she's had some concerns for after a couple of instances at the place where her son attends this after-school program. But she went to plug in his phone to charge it, and that's when she discovered what was going on between her 10-year-old and a worker here at this daycare, the Youth Life Center, that had more than crossed the line. And she's uncovered that relationship that had been brewing for likely weeks.
They hugged for a lengthy period of time.
Grace Shawelu thought something was off with a newer worker here at Youth Life Center on Valley Hill Road, but when she plugged in her son's phone,
her face was his screensaver on the phone, and it was a picture that she had taken of herself.
And she started
just
digging.
slow.
I went through his text messages because that was the first thing that I thought. And her name was saved in his phone as Mommy. And it's a bunch of I love yous and what are you wearing?
She shared pictures of much of the...
Okay, let's read some of these messages right here. It says, what color pants? He calling her mom. She said, yeah. Do you want me to bring my medicine? Yes, you got to. Okay. And a sweater? Okay. Love you. Okay. Love you too, my son. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye. Now, why is you calling little cuz your son and all the other type of stuff? Now, some people got these kinky ass fetishes to the point where they like to be, like, mama, daddy and shit like that. I can't get into none of that type of stuff now, but people just out here weird as hell. And for her to be doing this type of stuff just don't make no sense to me. You gave a child your number. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You that goddamn horny to the point where you doing stuff like this, and they haven't released her name or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it will be released pretty soon, and if it does, I will be posting the picture and things like that. But I do feel like that she's out of line and mentally sick for that. I'm not gonna blame it on mental issues because she knows better, but I do want to say that people do be mentally messed up though, to the point where they feel like certain things is right when they're not right, when they know that they are wrong too at the same time. Then there might have been a lot to process right there, but I know you ain't slow, and I know you got this now. You got it, what I was saying, right? But, overall, I feel like she should be charged and, prosecuted to the fullest extent, because what the hell are you doing? You got that thing propped up and cocked up for him to look at it in a little mini skirt. That don't make no sense to me. Let's get back into it, though.
She shared pictures of much of the concerning conversation between her son and the 24-year-old worker and pictures
24.
like this one.
Put that cat down.
That's not a picture that you send to a 10-year-old. That's a picture that you send to your man.
Facts.
She said the worker bought her son clothes, shoes, and even a gold chain. And Grace said when investigators came to her apartment, a Department of Family and Children's Services worker got her 10-year-old to reveal more.
He did say that this incident where she was rubbing his leg happened on the way back from the field trip.
We aren't using the worker's name or face because she is yet to be charged, and that's why Grace is outraged.
Had it been a situation where it was a little girl and a grown man, they would have locked him up on the spot
instantly
with no questions until he was proven innocent.
I reached out to Youth Life Center, who sent a statement saying upon learning of these allegations, we took immediate action by notifying the appropriate authorities, going on to say we have terminated the employee for violations of standard operating procedures. Grace won't rest until that worker is charged.
Channel 2's Candace McCowan back out live with us from Clayton County. So Candace, where does this case stand now?
Wendy, we reached out multiple times to Clayton County Police, and we have not heard back. We did hear back from DFAX, who says that they are looking into this case, but couldn't say much else because of privacy reasons. That mother says that her 10-year-old is just confused right now. Wendy?
And we can all understand why. This is all just very inappropriate, and I know you'll be following this one for us. Candace, thank you. At home?
Now, look, I got a story coming up where a man got charged and took straight to jail. Now, a couple of people are saying that she's not in jail because they didn't actually take it there, like actually to have intercourse. But I want to say that you never know what they would have did. It's just the intent. They can get you for the intent to sell drugs and all this other type of stuff. So why they can't do it then? And then why is everything being so privately held when we pay y'all tax dollars and things like that? We should know everything that's going on. Everything should be plain and black and white. And I feel like that she should be charged. I'm going to continue saying that because what the hell are you doing, bro? You are tripping. Now, I'm pretty sure they probably got to do an investigation and bring up, certain things to make sure that it is proven to be true before they can actually charge her. But just the allegation should have been enough. They can lock you up right now if you say that somebody hit you in Texas. If a woman called right now and say he hit me and things like that, you're going to jail and you have to fight this case. That's just how it is, bro. And they know if ands or buts about it. And if somebody from Texas want to argue with me, I'm not finna argue with you because I know for sure that does happen, bro. You can go to jail for accusations. Hey, look what done happened to P. Diddy just for accusations and stuff like that. So you just gotta look at everything. Not trying to make these the same thing, but I'm just trying to give you an example that allegations do get stuff going on. But a lot of the times, man, stuff don't happen because a lot of people that's in high places be down with this type of behavior. You feel me? But I feel like that there's nothing that a child can do for a grown ass person. And if you like somebody that's just a whole lot younger than you, it's just crazy to me, in my personal opinion, bro. I need some experience. She trying to put all this big old cat on little cuz. He ain't gonna know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's just sad and pitiful to me. But I'm going to show y'all the way that they treat men and women differently. They do lock women up for this. But just, let's get into the video. We'll talk about it in a minute.
A former substitute teacher at a Claremont County school was sentenced today after admitting to a relationship with a student.
Trey Ogletree pleading guilty to the charges of gross imposition. Despite the conviction and the jail time, Ogletree said today that the relationship might not be over. WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick live. He was in the courtroom today. Hi, Brian.
Yeah, Mike, well, it's an unusual set of circumstances. A former substitute teacher admits he had a relationship with this student, was sentenced to jail time for it, but also told the judge that the relationship with that same student might not be over.
For former substitute teacher Trey Ogletree, it's a hard lesson in the law.
All right, anything in mitigation?
The course imposed by the judge requires mandatory attendance in jail.
The court is going to impose a local jail sentence of 45 days. You've served 13. You'll get a credit for those 13. You'll do the remainder.
Ogletree, who is 27, was 26 when he was a substitute teacher at Batavia High School. He admits to having a relationship with a student who was 17 at the time, now 18.
So the only thing I would like to say is I am aware that the mistake I made, it was not his mistake, and it meaning harm by it, it was a mistake, and I just hope you take that into consideration.
But there was one twist in all of it that had even the judge scratching his head.
So I'm just a little confused.
Ogletree and the teen say the relationship is over, but since he's no longer a teacher, maybe not. It turns out there was a no contact order in place, keeping Ogletree away from the teen.
So what you're saying is you honored the order, but if the order terminates, then it's your plan to continue contact with her?
If she desires it, sir.
All right.
The teen was in court and says she does not consider herself a victim, and she wants that no contact order lifted. So even though both say there is no ongoing relationship, the judge is skeptical.
I don't know if I'm buying that.
The judge sentenced Ogletree to 45 days behind bars, hoping jail will also help change the defendant's school of thought.
Yeah, now in addition to the 45 days, you'll have to register as a sex offender for the next 15 years. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.
All right, so Brian, you mentioned that teenager wanted the no contact order lifted. What did the judge say to that?
Yeah, the judge granted that. Not only that, but he offered her an uninvited contact order, which is sort of a lesser order. She could call the court if she felt like Ogletree was harassing her some way. But she turned that down as well. You know, they're both adults now. He's no longer a teacher, so it's...
Batavia police say that an anonymous tip led them to launch an investigation into teacher Trey Ogletree here at Batavia High School, where...
Now look, y'all see what the hell going on with this whole situation with Cuz, right? And you know, a tip led to all of this. So with somebody actually catching a person, the mother, now they probably be in different counties, stuff like that, true enough, but the law is the law. Everything should be the same way across the board in my personal opinion, but they always got some type of different weird shit happening in different places. But you know, for the mother to actually catch a person, not an anonymous tip, the actual birth mother finding out this situation right here took place, and for you not to go arrest the person is weird to me. You feel me? I don't get that, and I just wish that it can be the same across the board. You know, I feel like a lot of dudes, you know, with us being men, we can normalize, like, you know, being younger mixed with older women and stuff like that. Cool, but a child is a child. We got to get out of that mindset and realize that these children are children, and you don't know what would happen if it was your daughter as well. You know, so you got to look at it like that, bro. They don't have no respect. They don't give a damn about what you're talking about. And for that to be taking place, you should actually take the time out to realize, like, damn, okay, this could actually happen to my daughter too. And you probably would want them to be charged. That's just my personal opinion on that. But yes, as you can see, it was an anonymous tip, but the mother caught this situation taking place, and it didn't go nowhere. That's crazy to me. Only her getting fired, but she can get another job anywhere. But let's go to get back into it, though.
Officers say he eventually admitted to having with an underage student multiple times at his Union Township apartment. Court records out of Claremont County detail allegations against a Batavia High substitute teacher, Trey Ogletree. An anonymous tip to police that Ogletree was spotted at Kings Island this weekend kissing and holding hands with an underage female student led Batavia police to launch an investigation, unveiling what investigators called an inappropriate relationship with a student dating back to August 2023.
First off, that's disgusting.
The surrounding community was appalled to hear that Union Township detectives claim Ogletree eventually admitted to having the girl 3 times at his apartment off campus after chatting with her on social media over the summer.
They should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I mean, that's just sick.
Parent Dwayne Hundley says he would like to see guardrails beefed up to ensure nothing similar happens again.
Teachers should be fully scanned before even being allowed in the building.
In a statement, Superintendent Keith Millard called the allegations deeply troubling and upsetting. He said Ogletree was employed by the subcontractor Center for Collaborative Solutions. A statement from their rep says Ogletree had passed FBI and Ohio BCS background checks. Millard's statement continued to say he appreciates the students who did the right thing in sharing their concerns.
Well, I'm glad that the public was alert and realized the problem and got it taken care of.
Don't be afraid to speak up and be different.
Ogletree is facing 3 battery charges and is next due in court the day after he turns 28 on October 23rd. In Batavia, I'm Sean Delancey, WCPO 9 News.
Now the videos might be out of order right there. I was just simply trying to show y'all basically an example of what the hell is taking place with situations like this. But ultimately, you know, I just hate that it's stuff like this happening consistently and there is nothing being done about it to like an extent where people can learn from what they are seeing from others. Like without a clear good example of like some real good discipline, this stuff like this is going to continue happening, man, because they're seeing that you only getting slaps on the wrist. People don't mind being registered as whatever because some cases, you know, as you can see, the person that they was messing with will still mess with them. So they don't give a damn about nobody else because they got who they wanted. You feel me? But, you know, if you're a child out there, if you're somebody that's a youth and things like that, and you are seeing this video, I want you to realize that, you know, what the damn. You got to realize that, you know, people will take advantage of you if you let them and stuff like this. So you want to make sure that you understand it and actually processing things properly. Realize that these people don't love you. They just want what they can get from you. And it don't have to be, you know, financially. It can literally be your body. So, yeah, man, listen to your parents. And I know I rarely have people watching these type of videos, but some of y'all watch the videos with y'all children and they be listening to what I'm saying. And I just want to say that you got to realize what your parents are telling you is the truth. Don't go against what they're telling you because it could save your life. Because a lot of times, man, people don't get the chance to go back home after certain things take place. So, yeah, you want to make sure that you're aware of everything. But overall, man, you know, I hope that she can get some justice in this situation because I just showed y'all a clear example of, you know, injustice happening. But overall, I don't see what I have to say about the situation. I just hope that she can get some justice, like I said before. And, yeah, that's all I got to say. If you made it to the end of this video, I do appreciate y'all, and I will holler at you later on another video.